What's going on? This is Kenny back again with another Eyes for You review. And today we'll be discussing Send Help. Now, Send Help is directed by Sam Raimi and it stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. Rachel McAdams, we all know and love from Mean Girls. Dylan O'Brien, you know him from maybe the Maze Runner movies. Now, Send Help is about Rachel McAdams' character. She's socially awkward in the workplace. Her hair is frazzled. She just seems like you just want to avoid her at all costs. But the main thing is she's great at her job at work. Dylan O'Brien's character, for a lack of better terms, he's just a dick. He plays the boss. He's only got the new boss position because of nepotism. And now Rachel is forced to go on a business trip with a new boss who, for lack of better terms, he's just real, like, real unpleasant to her. So now she's forced to go on this trip with a bunch of people in the workplace that don't really care for her. Now, during that, and this is all spoilers free, so what I'm telling you is already in the trailer. And what I would tell y'all, avoid the trailer at all costs if you can. Now, in the midst of this business trip, the plane crashes, they get stranded on the island. The best way I can describe this movie is Misery meets Castaway. Now, what I learned from this movie, or what I would kind of give y'all a feel of, you already sympathize with Rachel's character, and you never actually really know who your coworker is. You never know who those people you work with, once they punch the clock, who they are. Or you might think you know, until you put in another type of situation, or until they're in their element, you truly see who they are. When they get stranded on this island, there's a lot of craziness that happens. So I'm not gonna really spoil anything for y'all, but a lot of craziness happens, and now you're forced to survive. And then you also have that element of trying to climb the corporate ladder. In the office, Dylan, his character, the boss, he's the boss. He's the top guy you got. But out here on this stranded island, Rachel, I think her character name is Linda, whole different terms. Everything switches, you know what I'm saying? Tables have turned. She runs shit, you know what I'm saying? You actually need her to survive. One thing I can say about it, visually, it's beautiful. I like the campiness of it. It has some silly parts. It's kind of crazy, but if you know Sam Raimi, or if you ever seen Army of Darkness, you'll get his style. Now, the pros of this, I can say the performances are good. Rachel McAdams steals the show without a doubt. This is her movie. Every scene, she has you, she kind of has you on the edge of your seat, like, what is she going to do next? Blame Dylan O'Brien, he does a good job at playing a dick, like a boss just a horrible boss you hate, and he got one of them real punchable faces, you know what I'm saying? The pros of the performances, it's entertaining. It kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat, trying to wonder where it's going. There's a little bit of thriller, some suspense. It's actually a lot of comedic moments in this movie. The only cons I really have for this movie is the ending. I'm gonna be honest. The ending is very decisive. You either gonna love it, or you're gonna be like, okay, that's the way to end the movie. It's not like the movie is whack. It just has one of them endings like, I know you either gonna love it or you gonna hate it. That's all I ain't gonna say you're gonna love it. You're gonna feel like, all right, I kind of wasted my time, or I wanted to see more. That's the way I can say it. So with all that being said, on my scale 1 to 10, I give Send Help a solid 7. On a scale 1 to 10, I give it a 7. The one thing that could have probably brought it higher or bumped it up higher would have been the ending. But the performances, the entertainment, the overall unexpectedness of it, and even the twist in it. You might see it coming, but I don't think most people will see it coming. That's my review right there. Keep it short, simple, straight to the point. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's discuss the movie and what y'all thoughts were in the comment section, all right? I'm out.